The Middle East is about to blow your mind again. We're talking trillion-dollar futuristic cities rising in the desert, skyscrapers tall enough to dwarf the Eiffel Tower, and driverless metros speeding through the skies. By 2025, megaprojects promising floating resorts, luxury islands, robot-run cities, and architectural designs that defy gravity will reshape the region forever. Here are 5 Middle East megaprojects finishing in 2025. In 2017, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman stood on a flashy stage and announced something completely mind-blowing. He told the world Saudi Arabia would build the city of the future, NEOM. Located at the northern tip of the Red Sea, east of Egypt, and just below Jordan, NEOM covers 26,500 square kilometers, roughly the size of Belgium. Among NEOM's most ambitious ideas is Oxagon, a giant floating octagonal industrial city, because normal-shaped industrial zones are clearly overrated. By 2025, Oxagon's first key facilities will be operational, including the innovative Port of NEOM. This groundbreaking port utilizes advanced marine engineering, automation, and pioneering zero-discharge dredging techniques, ensuring minimal environmental impact while serving as a global hub for maritime trade. Oxagon's logistics centers are integrating cutting-edge robotics and AI-driven supply chain systems. Predictive AI models will forecast demand, optimize logistics routes, and deploy autonomous vehicles for efficient last-mile deliveries. Additionally, Oxagon is pioneering circular economy principles through a materials exchange platform, enabling companies to share and repurpose byproducts and waste materials. The city also addresses regional water challenges using advanced desalination techniques that consume 40% less energy than conventional methods. Ultimately, Oxagon's vision is to create a fully sustainable industrial ecosystem, setting a global standard for future industrial developments. Then you've got Sindala, a luxury island playground that was originally slated for completion in 2025, but impressively finished ahead of schedule, opening its doors in late 2024. The project involves significant coastal development. Located approximately 5 kilometers off NEOM's northwest coast and spans 840,000 square meters. The development included the creation of an 86-berth marina and additional offshore facilities to accommodate superyachts, indicating extensive coastal and marine infrastructure work. A notable architectural feature of Sindala is the use of large, differently shaped, and curved glass panels, particularly in the construction of the golf club's facade. These intricate glass installations required specialized expertise to handle the complexity of their design and installation. The unique shapes and curves of these glass elements contribute to the island's futuristic aesthetic, blending architectural innovation with the natural beauty of the Red Sea. But wait until you hear about The Line. This linear city stretches 170 kilometers across the desert, envisioned as a towering mirrored wall taller than the Empire State Building. Saudi Arabia promises everything inside will be within just a 5-minute walk. Shops, schools, hospitals, entertainment, with no cars, zero pollution, and fully powered by renewable energy. And here's the kicker. They're hoping to pack 9 million people into this shiny futuristic tube. Yeah, you heard me right, 9 million people, roughly the population of New York City. While the line's full completion extends beyond 2025, early phases showcasing key sections of this futuristic city are already beginning to take shape. Now let's rewind just a little. Why exactly is Saudi Arabia doing this? To put it bluntly, they're trying to diversify their economy away from oil. NEOM is supposed to create around 460,000 jobs and pump about $48 billion annually into the country's GDP. And to make it all happen, they've created a whole new company solely dedicated to building this megacity. But if you're wondering how much this futuristic dream city is supposed to cost, brace yourself. We're talking over $1.5 trillion. That's more money than the entire GDP of some countries. But hey, when you're building an artificial moon, yeah, that's actually on the plans. And ski resorts in the Arabian desert, I guess budgets become just another number on paper. Now, while Saudi Arabia promised significant progress by 2020 and major developments by 2025, things haven't exactly gone according to plan. By July 2022, if you visited the NEOM site, you'd mostly just see sand and 2 lonely buildings. Seriously, 2 buildings in 5 years. And if you think delays are the only issues, think again. Building NEOM hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. Particularly from the Hawatat tribe, have faced forced relocation from their ancestral homes, with entire villages being bulldozed to make room for construction. Around 20,000 people are expected to be displaced, triggering fierce resistance and strong criticism from human rights groups who label it a serious injustice. Additionally, workers, including foreign employees, have reported harsh conditions, including long hours, unrealistic demands, and rough treatment from management. But despite criticism, the Saudi government insists everything is still on track, claiming the vision of NEOM remains unchanged. But NEOM isn't the only Middle Eastern megaproject set to shock the world in 2025. Dubai is cooking up another masterpiece that's about to rewrite the rules of luxury, Marsa Al Arab. To understand how wild this project is, we need to rewind a bit. Back in 2016, Dubai decided it wasn't quite satisfied with already having the Burj Al Arab. Yeah, that's the iconic sail-shaped hotel you've seen in thousands of travel ads. They wanted something fresh, something that would outshine even their own legendary standards. So, how do you surpass one of the most iconic hotels on Earth? Easy. Build something even more stunning right beside it. Enter Marsa Al Arab. If you see here, you'll notice this beauty is rising from a reclaimed peninsula, literally land created from nothing but ocean sand. Positioned just east of the famous Burj Al Arab, this new structure completes what's now known as Dubai's Jumeirah Trilogy, alongside Jumeirah Beach Hotel. It's like Dubai decided one world-famous hotel wasn't enough. They needed a trilogy. Think of it like movie sequels. The first one was legendary, the second raised eyebrows, and now Marsa Al Arab is stepping onto the stage, ready to become the star. But let me break it down even more. Marsa Al Arab is the brainchild of Sean Killa, the same architect behind Dubai's ultra-futuristic Museum of the Future. Killa loves thinking outside the box, and this building is no exception. From a distance, it looks exactly like an ultra-luxury superyacht slicing through water. Seriously, look at the curves and gentle shapes. Even though it's cemented firmly to the ground, the design tricks your eyes into believing it's cruising elegantly across the water. Standing beside Burj Al Arab, the 2 structures look like a couple of luxury yachts parked at the world's most exclusive marina. And speaking of yachts, that's precisely what inspired Killa's vision. Instead of flashy architecture with sharp edges, Marsa Al Arab takes a more elegant route. If you've ever stood on the deck of a luxurious yacht, yeah, me neither, but apparently this building is designed to give you that exact feeling. Its curves imitate the graceful lines of a yacht effortlessly sailing through waves. The smooth, sweeping shapes trick your eyes, making it look like the whole structure is drifting slowly toward the sea. It's stationary, of course, but your brain doesn't seem to know that. Genius, right? Inside, the luxury continues. Guests arrive under a massive steel arch weighing 3,000 tons. To put this in perspective, that's about half the weight of the Eiffel Tower, just for an entrance. It's built from compact box sections joined together on site, piece by giant piece. When you walk in, that arch perfectly frames Dubai's iconic Burj Al Arab in the distance, creating an unforgettable first impression. But the craziest part might be how they've handled the space itself. Marsa Al Arab has observation terraces, restaurants, and sky-high suites, but also 9 luxury villas literally hanging over the marina. And when I say hanging, I'm not joking. They pushed the marina walls out 6 meters into the sea just to create these villas. So when you're lounging by your private pool, you're actually floating above waters that didn't even exist a few years ago. Talk about redefining waterfront living. Now let's talk a little engineering. Stay with me, it's pretty cool. The entire building's outer design, with its curves and sleek glass, isn't just about looking nice. It's practical. Dubai summers are scorching, over 45 degrees Celsius easily, so the designers added wraparound balconies to block direct sunlight, dramatically reducing cooling demands. The result? They slashed cooling loads by up to 40% per square meter. Not bad for a building that looks like a yacht drifting through the desert heat, right? But why go to all this trouble? It's simple. Dubai wants Marsa Al Arab to set a new benchmark in luxury tourism. Once finished in 2025, it won't only draw visitors from around the world, it'll redefine what people expect from a luxury destination. And if you're wondering how it fits in with Dubai's most iconic landmarks, take a look from here. The hotel's 2 main buildings were deliberately split to frame perfect, postcard views of Burj Al Arab. They actually spent countless hours positioning the buildings using GPS and taking photos from every possible angle, just to make sure tourists get unobstructed views of Dubai's #1 icon. And this meticulous planning pays off. Guests arriving at Marsa Al Arab won't just see another hotel lobby, they'll step directly into an unforgettable visual journey, seamlessly connecting the luxury of Jumeirah Beach Hotel, the iconic grandeur of Burj Al Arab, and now this new marvel that seems to float effortlessly in place. It's like walking onto the set of your favorite billionaire lifestyle video, but it's all real. By mid-2025, Marsa Al Arab will open its doors, changing the face of luxury hospitality forever. Sure, Dubai already has plenty of spectacular buildings, but Marsa Al Arab promises to be more than just architecture. And trust me, people won't just visit. They'll be talking about this place for decades. Yet, if you thought Dubai's ambitions stopped there, you'd be dead wrong. Because right here in Dubai itself, another megaproject is getting ready to open. And it's one you really need to hear about: Dubailand. If you're wondering, wait, Dubailand, isn't that old news? You'd be partly right. To understand what happened here, we need to go back in time. Back in 2003, Dubai had a dream to create the world's largest entertainment complex, a mega resort twice the size of Walt Disney World in Florida. Yeah, twice the size. That's absolutely massive, about 278 square kilometers, roughly double the size of Manhattan. If you see here, you'll get what I'm saying. Dubailand was supposed to have not just a few theme parks, but 6 massive zones and 45 huge projects packed with attractions, hotels, and mind-bending rides. It was Dubai's answer to Disneyland, just bigger, flashier, and with more camels. But here's the twist. In 2008, when the world economy crashed, Dubailand crashed right along with it. Most projects stopped dead in their tracks. Thousands lost their jobs, and Dubailand turned into one massive desert ghost town. At that point, Dubailand looked more like an abandoned movie set than the happiest place on earth. But Dubai never backs down easily, and by 2013, they decided it was time for round 2. They managed to raise an astonishing $55 billion to get the wheels turning again. And this time, instead of throwing everything into one massive park, they played it smarter. Some big-name projects got shifted around, and others were outright cancelled. But slowly and surely, Dubailand started rising again, piece by piece. Today, Dubailand is a vibrant entertainment district, not the single mega complex originally imagined, but still impressive. It now covers a total area of 278 square kilometers. Yeah, that's twice the size of Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. You thought Disney World was big. Dubailand would swallow it and still have room for a second Disneyland inside. Let me break it down for you. Dubailand is split into 6 zones, each with its own theme and vibe. There's Attraction World, Sports World, Ecotourism, Leisure and Vacation, Retail and Entertainment, and Downtown. Attraction World alone has some serious heavy hitters. We're talking IMG Worlds of Adventure, which already opened its doors and instantly became the world's largest indoor theme park. It's bigger than 28 football fields put together. Trust me, your feet are gonna need a rest after visiting this one. And it doesn't stop there. Right beside Attraction World is Falcon City of Wonders, a spot that's set to build miniature replicas of famous landmarks from around the globe, including the Eiffel Tower, the Great Wall of China, and the Taj Mahal. Yup, in one day, you could stroll through Paris, Beijing, and India without ever leaving Dubai. But, of course, it wouldn't be Dubai without a little extra flair. So, these aren't just miniatures, they're massive recreations that tower up to hundreds of meters tall. Sports World? It's massive too. Dubai Sports City anchors this section, covering nearly 5 square kilometers alone. This isn't just about stadiums. There's a full motor racing circuit called Dubai Autodrome, capable of hosting Formula One style events. And of course, Dubai being Dubai, there's also a giant polo and equestrian club. If horses aren't exciting enough, they've got you covered with extreme sports areas planned to keep adrenaline junkies happy. But let's slow down here, because if you think Dubai's appetite for ambitious projects stops there, you clearly don't know Dubai. Let me explain this. Originally, Dubailand had even bigger plans, including a Six Flags theme park, DreamWorks Animation Studios, and even a Marvel Superheroes theme park. Basically, Disneyland meets the Avengers. But after the global economic crisis hit, these famous names pulled out, leaving Dubailand scrambling to save face. But the good news is, Dubailand bounced back strong. They salvaged IMG Worlds of Adventure, which actually opened in 2016. And if you've never heard of IMG Worlds, let me simplify it. It's one of the world's largest indoor amusement parks. Seriously, the entire thing fits under one giant roof, protecting visitors from Dubai's scorching sun. And then there's Global Village, part amusement park, part shopping mall, and part cultural celebration. Each year, millions of people visit Global Village to see entertainment, eat global food, and shop for souvenirs from almost every country on the planet. But wait, because Dubailand's not done yet. By 2025, even more projects are finishing up, turning what was once a barren desert into a non-stop playground. Projects like Sahara Kingdom, themed after ancient Arabian folklore, will offer state-of-the-art virtual reality rides alongside traditional roller coasters, luxury hotels, and shopping districts, combining the thrill of an amusement park with high-tech entertainment. And here's something cool. At the heart of this park will be an IMAX theater bigger than anything in the region. Sure, it had some rough years, but now Dubailand is back on the map, ready to show the world how you turn disaster into destiny. Yet, just a quick flight away, Bahrain is cooking up a mega project of its own. And trust me, it might just steal Dubai's thunder. Let me explain this. Bahrain is small. Seriously, it's tiny. The whole country is about the size of New York City. But don't let that fool you. What it lacks in size, it's about to make up for with one of the most impressive transit projects the Middle East has ever seen. They call it the Bahrain Metro. But don't let the simple name fool you. This is way bigger than your everyday subway. To understand how massive this is, we need to back up a bit to 2008. Bahrain was booming, traffic was growing, and the roads? Packed tighter than your jeans after the holidays. Bahrain had to do something about it, and their solution? An ultra-modern, fully automated, driverless metro that will zip across the country, linking everything from airports and financial hubs to suburban neighborhoods and educational districts. But then the financial crisis hit, and the Bahrain Metro got shelved faster than your New Year's resolutions. Still, Bahrain never gave up, and now the dream is finally coming true. Fast forward to 2025, and Bahrain Metro is almost ready to roll out. This is no ordinary train. It's a completely automated, driverless, electric light rail system. No human drivers. Robots take the wheel here, making traffic jams a thing of the past. If you see here, each of these sleek trains zips along silently, powered purely by electricity. No smoke, no noise, no drama, just smooth sailing across the island. The metro will launch with two main lines, the Red Line and the Blue Line. Together, these lines span 28.6 kilometers, featuring 20 sleek, futuristic stations. But that's just the start. Once fully built out, Bahrain Metro will stretch over 109 kilometers, more than twice the width of tiny Bahrain itself. Let's zoom in a bit. The Red Line is going to run 13 kilometers, starting at Bahrain International Airport and slicing right through the heart of Manama, ending at the bustling Seif Mall district. The Blue Line, a bit longer at 15.6 kilometers, links Jaffair, the bustling nightlife area, to Isa Town, home to major schools and colleges. If you see here, the routes literally cover every major area you'd want to reach. Think of it like connecting Times Square to Central Park, except without the hot dog carts. When the Bahrain Metro is fully operational, it'll comfortably move 23,000 passengers per hour in each direction. That's about the entire crowd at a major football game, every single hour. At launch, each line will handle around 5,000 passengers per hour. That's like emptying 3 packed concert halls every 60 minutes. Talk about keeping things moving. You might wonder, how exactly will they pull this off? Well, Bahrain's metro will rely entirely on electric-powered trains. These futuristic electric trains aren't just sleek, they're quiet, fast, and eco-friendly. And the best part? No drivers. Yep, these trains drive themselves. Imagine riding comfortably without ever wondering if your driver had a rough night. Here's something else interesting. The stations aren't just places to catch a train. They're fully integrated hubs with shopping, cafes, and easy links to bus networks, taxis, and even airports. The main Red Line starts right at Bahrain International Airport, making life a breeze for travelers, and connects directly to the popular Seif district, where major malls and business towers line the streets. Speaking of design, Bahrain's metro is being built through an innovative partnership between the government and private companies, costing up to $2 billion. A group of international experts, including KPMG, DLA Piper, and Aegis, came together to make sure this isn't just another train, but a top-tier public transport system with global standards. They carefully planned everything, from stations located exactly where people need them most, to trains that practically whisper as they glide along elevated tracks above crowded roads. Even cooler, the metro's main hub will be at Bahrain International Airport, perfectly positioned right in front of the brand new terminal building. Think of it as your private chauffeur waiting at the curb, only instead of a limo, you get a high-speed, fully automated train ready to whisk you away to your next destination. And the excitement is growing. Hundreds of companies worldwide lined up to join this megaproject, proving that Bahrain Metro isn't just changing transportation, it's sparking global attention. If you thought Bahrain was just a small island in the shadow of its flashy neighbors, think again. In 2025, when these trains start rolling, Bahrain will set up as a serious player on the global stage, giving neighbors like Dubai and Saudi Arabia a real run for their money. And there you have it, yet another astonishing Middle Eastern megaproject completing in 2025. But trust me, there are even more mind-blowing developments on the horizon. So if you enjoyed this ride, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment below telling me which megaproject shocked you the most. Turn those notifications on, because trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.